What's up, YouTube Nation? Eagles Truth here with you. Obviously, really depressed, angry, upset, depressed. A little bit of me is proud of our team, for the most part. I'll get into the parts of the team that I do not give respect to, but for the most part, I am proud of them. I'm proud of Nick Foles. Now, he had two costly plays that were stupid. One where he took a sack, where he had all day to throw. I mean, if no one was open, that's fine. That's not on you. But get out of the tackle box and throw it away. Don't just sit there and take a sack and, by doing so, take us out of field goal range. And then there was another one where he had an intentional grounding. But with them two plays aside, you got to be proud of Nick Foles. He outplayed Drew Brees. Drew Brees had about 50-some more yards passing, but Nick Foles had a better completion percentage, more touchdowns, and less interceptions. Nick Foles was 23 of 33 for 190-some yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Not bad. Drew Brees, 20 out of 30 for 250 yards, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions. So Nick Foles will have the higher passer rating, but you know what? It's not going to mean shit. It's all about the win and the loss, right? But I do give Nick Foles credit. Now, our offense is hot and cold. You know, it's hot and cold, and we need to figure that out. We really do. I would almost rather be a step below what we are when we're hot and just be consistent. You know what I mean? Chip Kelly needs to learn time management. He's great at not burning timeouts, but he needs to know when the fuck to slow it down. I'm tired at the end of the half or at the end of the game giving the other team time to score. I'm so tired of it. You can't help it all the time, but there's times you can try to slow it down. 3 weeks in a row we've had at the end of the half or at the end of the game. I mean, against Chicago, at the end of the first half, scored too quickly. Bears have enough time to get in field goal range to kick a field goal. Didn't really matter, but still. Against Dallas, in the first half, scored too quickly. Dallas had enough time to kick a field goal. At the end of the game, scored too quickly. Dallas has enough time. Luckily, Boykin helped seal the deal. In this game, 8 minutes. Just milk that clock. Milk it. Sometimes it's hard to do. When Nick Foles threw that big bomb to Deshaun Jackson, the one that was called for pass interference against the Saints, I was like, motherfucker, now it's 1st and goal. We can't really milk the clock. We'll probably score a touchdown. Wouldn't take the lead. That's cool. That's good. But it's going to give the Saints and Drew Brees, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, time to just get in field goal range. And we need a field goal. That's very doable, because once you get into field goal range, now you can just slow it down. And if you don't score a touchdown, and kick the field goal for the win. If you need a touchdown, it changes the element a little bit, because you got to take the touchdown if it's there. You know what I mean? And it just changes the element sometimes. Maybe give us time to score back. So did that field goal miss hurt us? I mean, Saints got all the way to the 13-yard line, so they could have probably got a touchdown anyway. But the element, the play calling might have changed to allow us to get, you know what I mean? Who knows? But anyway, like I said, I give Nick Foles credit. Now, the offense was hot up and down. It was hot and cold. But when he needed to get it done, I think our last 3 drives were all scores. He took us down, touchdown. Second drive was a field goal. Then he took us and we got a touchdown. You know? So, Nick Foles, for his part, for what he could control, was clutch. That was nice to see. That was actually nice to see. It was clutch. The moment didn't seem too big for him. So it was nice to see. I feel confident with him being our starting quarterback moving forward. I am also proud of our pass defense. They had that one long pass, but other than that, we kept Drew Brees in check. I mean, you go look at how many yards passing Drew Brees has in the playoffs in games. Just go reminisce and look through them. Like 400 some yards passing here and there, stuff like that. He had 250 yards. We held him to under 300 yards. 1 touchdown and 2 picks. So I'm proud of our pass defense. So I'm proud of Nick Foles and our pass defense. That's where it ends. That's all I can really give. Our receivers, Riley Cooper dropped a sure first down, which would have went a long ways. Don't know what the fuck was up with that. Our running backs didn't do all that much. McCoy didn't do a whole lot. He was balled up pretty good by the Saints. And our run defense, do not get me started. I can understand you being worried about the Saints passing attack because that's what they love to do. Okay? So I can understand them, hitting you with a surprise with the run and it getting you here or there. I can understand that. Okay? But when you know they're going to run and you still can't stop them, that's pathetic. You got a team that does not run the ball hardly at all, so you can't say that they're masters at it. And you know they're running and you still can't stop them. You see the QB sneaks? You see how our defensive line just gets pushed back? Still got a lot of small balls on our defensive line. And when Chip Kelly got here, he said, bigger people beat up little people. Well, these are a lot of Andy Reid's players, so hopefully they get out of there. Hopefully they do. I know a lot of people love Graham and Curry and all them, but enough with these little guys with fast motors and everything. Fuck them. I'm done. We need a big defensive line. Our priorities going in to the offseason is a safety, like we all know. Hopefully we get Jerry Spurd or from the Bills or whatever. But we need a proven safety, and we also need a pass rush. We really need a pass rush. Our pass rush has sucked all year. It's been terrible. We blitz and we still don't get home. What makes you think we're gonna get home with three or four rushers? I mean, it's terrible. Those are our two things. Offense, everything else is gravy. Okay? Everything else is gravy. We get a bona fide safety and revamp our pass rush, or revamp our defensive line. I'm satisfied. I like Connor Barwin. I think a lot of these guys, initially we thought were just like 1 year stopgap players. I like Barwin. I do. I like Barwin. I say keep him. Get Chung the fuck out of here. I don't know, guys. Overall, hey, Saints won by 2 points. Fuck whatever they did in years past and everything. They're still a good team. They know what's on the line. It's the playoffs and everything. We hung with them. One stop away from winning the game. One stop away. Maybe one field goal, make away, potentially. We scored 3 touchdowns. They scored 2. They just moved the ball enough to get in field goal range enough. This will probably be my last video until something newsworthy happens, like we make a big free agent signing or the draft or whatever. But I'll still be here, repping this team. You know what? It just feels like we're cursed, don't it? It just feels like we're cursed. I'd give my right arm for a Super Bowl win. Saints are always in our way. They're like a thorn in our side. You know, I told you this was the team I was most scared of, and we almost pulled it out. There's no moral victories. You're either a Super Bowl champ at the end of the year, or you're not. I wasn't just happy to be in the playoffs. But if you got to, and we have to because we're eliminated, I'm proud. I mean, we fought. We fought hard. The Saints going back home on their plane, they can't just say, man, we just destroyed Philly, man. They suck. No. They're going back knowing that they had a great game, playing a good team, and, you know, we were a bona fide opponent for them. That's all we can say. Until next year, I'm out.